Yancy, do you know that I recorded our entire FaceTime that night when you saw something outside your house?
Oh, you did?
I recorded.
Oh, dude, I'll talk about that.
What?
Holy fuck, dude.
I have the entire thing recorded.
Dude, I didn't think I saw something. I saw something outside my house.
I know. That's why I changed. You actually did see something.
I am not one to play pretend. Like, I like playing pretend and being silly goose, but like I don't do.
See ya, buddy.
I don't lie, right? I'm not a liar.
I wouldn't say so.
I wouldn't. I'm not a liar.
No.
Like, there's no use in lying. There's just not, kids. There's just not. You'll never get. This level fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I hate this level, dude. I was driving home from one of these recording sessions.
This was literally like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, this was that recent?
Yeah, it was like 2-3 weeks ago. But more like 3 weeks ago.
He called the Snapchat group and I just picked up.
So
I thought it was a mistake.
I'm sitting. I know, because that's what I mean. But so I was sitting in my car.
Yeah, tell the story.
I was sitting in my car and I look up from my car on my phone. I'm like, when you get home, you sit on your phone, whatever. You're like, oh, I'm gonna decompress before I go inside. I look up and I see like what I think is like a dog or a raccoon or something, some bigger animal. But I'm like, oh, okay. And whatever. There's animals in the neighborhood. I look, and I see it cross my garbage can, and I realize it is 3 widths of my garbage can. So Dan, look at me. It's like this fucking big, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe more. And I'm like, holy shit. And I see that its stomach's to the ground like a cat. I'm like, oh, maybe it's like a big fucking cat. I'm like, whatever. What the fuck is this thing? And I get out of my car, and I guess I spook it, and I see it run past my mom's car, and then I hear my gate rattle, like it fucking jumped it, and I'm like, shit. I have to go back there now and see this. There's a wild animal in my car, my backyard, because I have a dog. What if this fucking thing's gonna hurt my dog?
No, not.
And I don't want to beat the shit out of an animal. I'll put my money. Also, there's an ongoing bit. It'll come up on the channel, I'm sure, that I can fight any animal in the world, which is true. It's not a bit. It's real. Animals bitch made. But I'm gonna have to put my money where my mouth is and beat the fuck out of this animal. So I'm like, listen, if I get jumped, I can't call for help. So I called the group chat, the Facebook group chat.
Snapchat.
No, I called that one first.
Oh.
I called no one answers. I'm like, fuck. So if I call Snapchat, and Ricky says that like, oh, it can't be a butt dial because he called it twice. So he answers. Because I'm like, I have to have someone on the phone to call 911 for me if an animal attacks me.
For the animal's sake.
For the animal's sake,
Fuck!
This level's really hard too. So we're on the phone, and dude, I didn't see a tail. It was black as night. The only reason I saw it because it was reflecting off the street light, and also because it's not pitch black outside. There's ambient light. You actually have to use the bumpers to your advantage in this level. You don't want to use the speed. You want to use the bumpers.
Oh, clutch.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Oh, dude, I was
gonna whip this out.
You gonna whip this out? I'm on the bends.
When was this? I don't recall
about-
any.
This is like 2 weeks ago.
A couple weeks ago.
So I go in my backyard. I see nothing. It's only me and Ricky on the phone call, and dude, I had my eyes locked on it. It was not a trick of the light. I had my eyes locked on it and watched it walk across my street and my driveway for like 15 seconds. It was in full 15. I know 15 seconds sounds like it's a long time. That's 1, 2, 3. Like, that's a long time. I'm not crazy. I'm like, holy shit. So now I'm like, there's a wild animal in my neighborhood right now, like a big animal. So I get in my car and I'm like, I'm gonna go fucking find this thing. Because I have to, because I'm like,
What time of the day was this?
It was late.
11:30 at night.
11:30 at night. You were asleep.
Oh, I was probably
you were
asleep. That's
honking
why.
You were not.
Yeah,
You were
I was
honk shoeing like a pro.
Yeah.
You were an expert level honk shoe.
I feel bad I missed this.
And
I have it on recording.
and-
no, I mean I feel bad that
can
if you
relive
like
it
wanted
now
some
in Ultra HD.
support of some kind.
well, no, it was
yeah.
just I just needed at least one person to
Just
be on
wanted
the
to-
phone with me. And like when Ricky got on, I was like, dude, I mean this with all severity. I'm like, there is something either in my backyard or in my neighborhood.
And was Ricky like?
No, Ricky was 110% like, I believe you, dude. Because like it sounds silly. It sounds like I'm saying I'm seeing a monster or something.
Cryptids are real.
Well, they are, but like.
No, because Ricky is of, and so am I, of the camp of like we've seen enough silly movies where like someone says like, "Hey man, I think I saw a ghost," and everyone else is like, "Oh, don't be silly." Like if anybody in this room, I was like, "Yo, I think I saw a ghost," all of you would be like, "All right, like I'm with you."
Yeah.
Like where is it? We'll go beat its
let's
ass.
go beat its ass. Like that's why I was happy. I was like, and Ricky was even like, "Should I come over?" I'm like, "Nah, dude. Like I don't want to get both of us." Dude, it's okay, dude. It's hard. It's a hard game.
So close.
Wait, you don't have to be going that fucking
No,
fast.
it makes me go
No,
that
you
fast.
don't want to. I told you, you don't want to use the speed boost. You want to use the bumpers only. It's a bumpers only map, dude.
No, the bumpers don't give me speed though.
You don't need the speed.
I need the speed
you
to
do
break
need
the bank.
speed to break the bank. At that point, you want to avoid this.
No, yeah, but they don't give you enough speed?
Watch.
You're only at 66%. It has to go
You
at least
missed.
100%.
Oh,
Cringe.
I could have sworn. Oh, maybe I'm thinking that on the level. Anyway, so I look around and I'm like, oh shit, it's not in my backyard. He's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, I'm gonna go look around my neighbor because if I can get an accurate, like, maybe it's a, because recently in our town there was a wild animal.
Right, I was just thinking.
I don't want to say it that people can look it up.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it just a while because it was not a cat. It was not.
I thought it was.
No, it was not. It was something else. I can tell you after. It was not. They thought it was because people don't know what animals look like. I know what animals look. That's another thing. I'm obsessed. The reason why we have that bit of like, because I obsess over animals and like animal strength and like food chain and shit. Like, I know animals when I see them. So like,
Yep.
I know what I'm
Sure is
looking
one
at.
of
It
the
does not
animals.
make any sense, dude. And so I'm looking around the neighborhood. I'm like, if I can get a flashlight and I can tell what animal it is, and then I can call the police and say, hey, there's this animal fucking searching around. But I don't want to call the cops and then have there be nothing, or it just be gone. So I'm driving around, and eventually throughout the night, Ben gets on. My girlfriend Lori gets on. We can say her name. Don't believe that. It's fine.
Actually, could you bleep
I've said
my name?
her name multiple times in the channel already.
Yeah, can we get rid of Ben?
Yeah, get rid of Ben. Boop. Yeah, just.
And so, what concerned you about this originally is just like the sheer size of it, really, and that
it was
that
the
isn't-
sheer size. It was the cat-like movement, which made me think it was a big cat. Because our town has a history. Our town has a legitimate history of exotic pets and animals that are illegal. Like we have a history of it.
We have a lot of silly
like,
geese.
there's people that sell them and like buy them and will own them. Because we live in a nicer area. Well, we don't, but like
It's
people in our
kinda-
town live in a nicer area.
The town's mid as
There's
fuck.
sides of the track that
has
people
money,
live
though.
on.
It
That
has
has money. Yeah. And sadly we're not of the money. I wish we were, but well, Ben has millions of dollars. You could actually extort him and blackmail him. SWAT his house. And so I'm like seriously, like someone can get hurt, someone get attacked. Someone's pet if someone's pet died and I knew the animal was there, I would not be able to forgive myself. So I'm going in the neighborhood and I get a second glimpse of it. Dude, this thing looked freaky as fuck. I saw it from down the road and I drove at it. I got its eyes though, so I saw it had two eyes, and I got like that like over the headlights, like the white glow. I'm like, oh fuck, I see it, and it ran past me, and I ran past my view, and I drove down. I ended up finding it again. I chased it. I'm cutting the story very short. But I drove around. I ended up catching it. I ended up getting out of the car at one point. My Lori was really pissed at me that I did that. In hindsight, she yelled at me. She was like, "Listen, don't ever do that again."
I just kept wanting you to put the camera on it.
I know. Ricky
Yeah,
wanted me to
Ricky was
shot.
constantly like, God, dude, just
Yeah,
put the front-facing camera.
Ricky wanted the footage. I couldn't drive with it, like, and also drive safely and hold my flashlight and do the camera. The camera was just to make sure I didn't die.
Yeah, it was just documentation.
And so at one point I get out and Lori was like, "Listen, like next time, don't let me be like a witness to your lively death, please." Because I got out to grab the funny things I keep in my trunk that relate to the previous story.
funny thing.
The funny things I keep in my car trunk, and I grabbed one of them, and the silly little objects,
Dude, slow down.
I can't. I literally can't.
Oh, you really can't.
and
Yeah,
no,
no,
you can't.
no,
No, the whole point of the game is to go really fast.
Once there's a speed,
So there's
that's
no.
the speed.
You don't accelerate. You can only accelerate. You can't brake. There's no brake.
Oh, I did not understand.
There's no
that.
brake. Yeah, there's no brake.
That's why I'm making all these finite turns.
Yeah, the game is hard because there's no braking. You
I
can
did
only
not
go fast.
understand that.
Yes. You're almost there, dude. Just keep doing what you're doing. Ooh. No,
Use
you're
the
good. You're good.
buildings to slow yourself down?
No, they don't slow you down. That's the whole point. Is just to break them. But anyway, I catch it really close on my flashlight, and what made me go fucking pale, I just burped in the mic. Enjoy that. Was the fact that I saw its ass, dude. Dan, no tail, and its back legs looked like human shoulders. How like the muscles go like this, dude.
Did you get a light on this thing? What
I got
was
a
it?
flashlight on it, dude. Only on its ass because it climbed into someone's backyard, and that's when I got out, dude. So I think realistically,
No, it wasn't either.
oh, that's really bad. That's really bad, dude. I realistically, if we're not going down the cryptid angle, because when I saw that back end, I was like, oh shit, I'm looking at a monster right now, dude. I'm looking at a crawler. I'm looking at a fucking like a skinwalker or some shit. Dude, look at me. Look at me like this. Its back legs were like this,
What
going
was
over
it?
the fence. I think realistically, someone in our neighborhood owns a Maine Coon.
A
Which is
what?
a Maine Coon. It is a
type of cat.
It is a very like a cat that gets like this big.
I know what you're thinking. It's not.
It's not. It's Jesus, Ben, and
That's such a visceral reaction.
I know,
to that
no,
word.
a Maine Coon. And they're cats that get the size of dogs, if not bigger. They're huge cats, and they're exotic. They're not exotic as in like
From
they're
Maine.
not normal pets. You're not really allowed to own them around here, but people do. This level also sucks. It's fun though.
A boss fight.
It's a boss fight. You have to destroy the thing with
He
the.
did some good damage.
You did. You did a lot, actually, really early on. But you can't reach the end. So it can't.
It's over.
You only have a certain amount of time. No, you can get it with right here.
Yeah, bonk it on the. Oh wait.
No, he has
You
to,
need a
he has to
jumpy
loop
pad.
back around.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Do you have to use this? Do you have to use this bus?
Yes.
Ah, sis.
Loop back around. Loop back around.
Oh, use the jumpy pads.
Oh.
Bro.
No, he's got to. He can go back up the ramp, and nope, ruined it.
Oh.
If you go hit it from the other angle.
Jesus.
Yeah, jumpy
There you go.
pads.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, the heart, the heart.
Right in the heart.
There we
Got
go.
it. Nice.
Very
Good job.
nice.
But on a little less realistic, I think I had a genuine cryptid sighting. Like genuinely, it was so like the whole night. I'm like, I'm gonna see a cougar. I kept telling myself, I'm gonna see a cougar. I'm gonna see a bobcat.
Hell yeah.
Someone, hell yeah. Someone's gonna have like a big fucking cat animal that I'm gonna have to like, or like a bear cub or something. I don't know. Like maybe like there's bears
When you said,
on Long
like,
Island.
but you know, like on the island, there was no reason for there to be a fucking bear.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, but there's someone. Is there like
No.
well, no, like there's. I'm sorry, I did not mean to be wild bears. We have a lot of bear. We have a lot of bear enclosures that are like town ran. They're not like
I
no.
I
Yes,
wouldn't
that is
say
true.
a lot.
Why?
We have like 6, 7, and there's ones that are close to us too.
Bears.
Bears, yes.
I did not know that.
Who
Huntington has one. Islip has one. I know. I'm maybe not Islip. I know Huntington has one.
Why do these towns have bears?
Because they're just like nature enclosures. They're like little. They're like
I've been to a lot of different nature
Man.
places on the island and ain't never seen a bear.
I can bring you to a bear one. I can bring you to a bear one.
Huh.
110%. I can bring
All
you
right,
to at least one.
continue. Cryptid.
But I'm like, dude, it was so cursed the way that I saw it hop that fence. And when I saw it the first time up close, I was at least like, I was maybe 20, 25 feet from it the first time I saw it. And I haven't heard anything since. I even downloaded the Citizen app and made a free trial just to see if anyone else saw it. And I just, because you know how fucking people are with that app, they'll report anything.
But did you get like a good look at it?
I got a good look at its side, and its ass.
Well, the crazy thing also is that he didn't just see it the one time in front of his car, not the second time when he was driving. Is that he drove around the block and then saw
for like
it again.
For like 2 hours. I condensed a 2-hour conversation.
The mafia.
Yeah, it was definitely a while.
It was 2 hours. By the time Ricky was on there for like 2 hours, and it was not like the whole night was like, oh, what's that? What's that? It was a lot of like 15 minutes of me driving around seeing nothing, and then kind of seeing something.
Christ.
This game's so good.
Oh, you can get bounced. Fuck.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Ricky. Oh, yeah.
How
Oh,
do
you
you
almost
process
Went
information?
gamer mode.
That's me when I look through anything.
That's true.
That was quite a
this is Ricky
story.
on Tinder right now.
But yeah.
Back in the day.
I'm like, a part of me is glad I don't have that crazy thing happening to me, Gene. You and Joe have it where crazy
I
shit
know.
just
Me and Joe
happens
bond
to
over
you.
the crazy shit. Well, also, I will also say that, like, you know, part of it is seeking it. You know, like, not that I'm like actively looking for monsters and bad shit to happen to me, but like,
You talk about it a hell of a lot.
But like
That's what I mean. It's like if I saw something like weird and fucked up like outside my house, I would probably just go inside my house.
I don't know, man.
The Dan ending.
What's what I'm saying? I don't have like a savior complex. I don't feel like I'm like the special. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are like, I'm gonna be the hero. I'm gonna be the. I just. It's just like an innate like I have to go find out what that is.
Well, like you said, you don't want it to kill your fucking dog.
Yeah, like
It's
also some guilt in it too. Like, you know.
So I want to add a little like thing because like when I was coming home that day, I saw like I didn't investigate it at all, but when I was like driving around my house, like I turned a corner and I swear there was like a very large like mass of thing. It was like an abnormal size to be an animal, like just a normal like cat or dog walking around, like around there. I didn't do anything about it. I was not investigating.
Also, Ben has a degree in this shit.
Yeah,
Two.
And
so,
a shit ton of
So
debt.
Ben's not like just like yeah, like it's not. It's like when Ben says like it's too big to be an animal, like Ben's.
No, like because normally
Ben-
like
Ben
I
knows what
like
he's
I be
talking
walk
about.
I just walking around and I could just see things that aren't like aren't there, but like I could pick things out like a little bit of movement. Like, oh, there's a bird over there. It's a fucking
Yeah,
robin.
and he's accurate.
I was like I have really good. I got really good through my like classes at like picking out little bits of like movement in the distance or like stuff that a lot of people would miss. This thing was like I saw this big kind of like weird like crawly like black mass just kind of like scooting around.
Oh, sorry.
Like near somebody's yard. That was a little bit weird, but I didn't want to be unnerved and like go to bed and be like, I'm gonna have nightmares now, so I just put it out of my mind. But I think it was the same night, to be honest. 2 of them.
Dude, so you might not want to hit the starting jumpers because it only increases your speed more.
Okay.
Oh, you lose
I'm losing
rockets?
parts of the ship.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Oh, you could just die out in space.
Or maybe it doesn't matter. Or maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it's just part of the game.
No, I die if I lose everything.
How are you supposed to do it so
maybe it's
fast?
manufactured urgency.
Well, this is like the last level, I think.
No.
Now.
This is world 2. This is world 2 of
3.
This is the last level of 2 though, or 3 or whatever.
No, this is the second level of world 3.
Oh.
This music is banging.
Yeah, a lot of, but also like I became an EMT. That's just begging.
Yeah.
For crazy
That's
shit.
true.
Well, yeah,
which
when
it
you're
did.
out like in the odd hours of the night, you're guaranteed
That's another thing
to
too.
see
I
weird
also like
shit.
have a life of like, I've lived my life at like
I did it
2 a.m.
my way. Sorry,
You know,
continue.
that was beautiful actually. Like I don't know, I hang out around the time you're not supposed to. You know what I mean?
witching hour.
Well, 'cause it's literally that. Because when
Like-
I used to work as like a park ranger, and like when they make me do like the night, like literal graveyard shifts, where I was there till like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. It's like you just start to like hear like I one time there was this weird day where not like fuck all was going on, and like I just hear this like beating sound outside, like it was just from the sky. It sounded like dragons' wings were just beating in the distance. I was like, what's happening? And like nobody had any fucking explanation. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna ignore that. But like it just kept getting louder, and like I just kept hearing this like,
That one
and I was like, what?
sucked. I'm sorry to interrupt your like that. I'm sorry, but that was I had to explain that. That was so bad.
I don't like it.
I think he's got to stop soon. He's getting tight.
Yeah, for the past like couple levels, every time Ricky would like miss a frame, he would just like shudder.
Oh,
oh my god, he's going gamer
It's
mode.
pure luck. How are you seeing any of this?
oh, you
There
had
was-
it. You
there
had
was
it.
a
You
pattern
had it.
to
There was a
that
pattern
one.
in that one, dude. You had it. Can I tell
Say whatever you want.
Can I tell the story of when that guy I almost helped a guy rob a gas station?